Hiya, welcome to Free Spirit Fishing. I'm back down Birchgrove. Yeah, I had a fantastic session last time. Water temperature was about 6 degrees on my last session. This session I've got down here, it's dropped right down, it's like 4 degrees, and that's dropped 2 degrees in a week. Yeah, I've basically dropped straight back in the same peg as last time. Hopefully the fish are where I left them. Really icy cold wind, freezing cold. It's white over with frost first thing this morning. At the moment we've got a full moon and running off my old confidence and what I used to think, usually a big common moon, but to be honest I'll be lucky if I get a bite in this weather, but you've got to be in it to win it, so I'll see what the night brings. Bit of a chunk here for you. 34 pound 6 ounce common, Birchgrove. Oh, what a stunner. Oh. How's that? What a beauty. Let's turn around. It's a little bit lively. Caught on the IS rods. Oh, bit of trigger. Well, trigger blue. Little orange Wonder Fruit cream producer over the top. Job's a good one. Oh, look at the state of that. January fish. Oh, what a stunner. Right, let's get her back. Oh, I think I'm more tired than the fish. Morning, the sun's just breaking out. What can I say? Absolutely unbelievable. 10 to 9 this morning, 34 pound 6 ounce. Absolutely stunning fish. What can I say? I'm absolutely buzzing, absolutely buzzing. I think it's one of the biggest fish out of here for quite a while now. So an absolute stunner to boot. But going on to me, like how I approached the session. Water temperature's obviously dropped down. 6 degrees last time, it's down to 4. I've checked it again this morning down the next peg down out in the middle of the lake. It's 4 degrees like I thought it was going to drop. With the wind blowing, it's basically stirred it up and it's basically 4 degrees all over now. And generally most of the sessions that I fish when in the winter, basically because the fish are shoaled up so tight, and they're very, very spooky on this water. Basically if you put bait in, they usually swim off for a little while, but what I've been doing, I've been basically spreading my rods slightly. I'm fishing one on a bag, one on a chod, and well, 2 on a chod, but the middle one over a little bit of bait. What I'm doing with that, I'm basically putting the 1 cast rods in first, at least 40-50 yards each side, on the patrol route, and basically the one with the bait I'm putting in probably half an hour, even 3/4 of an hour after the other 2. So if I'm going to spook the fish, I'm using it to my advantage, if you like. So I'm having a couple of casts with a couple of PVA bags to the clip, dropping it down and then adding 4 foot on, clipping it back up, casting, and then my chod sitting up over me freebies I've put out. So I'm not putting a lot of bait out, just tiny little chops and some little homemade Wonder Fruits bottom baits with a little trigger, little bit of trigger blue oyster. Just just little bags, so I'm not going absolutely mental with it. It's one of them situations where sometimes you'll be on a lake, you'll reel in, and the next bloke down as I run. So basically what's happened, you've reeled in, you spooked the fish and they've moved. So I'm trying to use this to my advantage, fishing like this. So sometimes I'll see a fish move and it's worth just reeling that rod in and maybe casting it, obviously as long as the fish isn't showing right over your rig. But if you see a fish show, it's definitely worth plopping a rod over the top of it, and generally you'll find that rod won't be the one that will go because especially if you find the patrol route and the fish swim down, and you'll find you'll get a bite on one of the other 2 rods. So generally that's how I'm going about this this water, and it's working really well for me. So I'm almost herding the fish, if you like, because they are very, very spooky on here, and I'm just using it to my advantage. Thing about bite times, generally on this water, after probably 8:30 in the morning, running around till about 10 is a really, really good bite time, and then just before last light around tea time is a really good bite time as well. So, but the only problems with that, generally you don't get any bites in the middle of the night. So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you could just fish it in the daytime, but the problem you've got is that spooking thing, what I was talking about earlier, getting your rods in. So obviously with the fish being very spooky, and put a little bit of bait in and then basically they'll swim off. They're cut, you know, on their patrol route they will drift back slightly, but it depends how far you move the fish, to be honest, and how far they spook. But if you can find a patrol route, you know, you'll get a bite after you've moved the fish. To be honest, I wondered whether I'd actually get a bite this session, but sticking to me guns and what I feel confident in, I think that's the thing in winter. You know, I did bring a pint of maggots with me out of desperation, thinking if it was really going to be cold, it'll give me something else to fish. But generally what I've done, I've fished how I normally fish, and I'm fishing confident. So it's, you know, it's worked, and it's got me a bite, and what a bite it was too. Morning, £29.10, mirror, freezing cold morning, quite a bit of frost about, and the fish is like a block of ice. Water temperature's dropped down to 4 degrees. There she is. Another one from Birchgrove, caught my hyacinth rods, ERs, bit of trigger, blue oyster, and wonder fruit over the top. What a stunner. Let's slip around. There we go. Beauty. Gave me a right battle actually. Just had a £29.10 mirror. What can you say? It's working. I'm not going to be here too long, to be honest. I've been spending most of my time in my bed. It's absolutely bitter. So unless a miracle happens and I manage to get another one, but what a session, eh? A 34, a 29, absolutely brilliant. I think the cold weather actually has stop the small ones feeding and give the bigger ones a chance by the looks of it, because having 2 big fish, not too many liners. I had the odd one, you know, telltale where the fish are, which area, but been absolutely brilliant. So unless a miracle happens and I get another one, I'll see you next time. Keep watching. Nice little winter 14 pounder from Birchgrove. On the alternative pop-ups, Wonderfruit Cream Juicer. Tell you what, water temperature's freezing. Cut this one off the side of one of my spots. Not the biggest carp I've ever caught, but more than welcome. Pretty little thing. Alright, let's get her back. Right, here we are in main boards on Birch. Basically everything already. Bit of carpet's handy, to be fair. Saves you breaking your net on the slippery boards. Morning. Very next session after my 34 session. I've got down here, the water temperature's rising very slightly. To be honest, there's a bit of a pattern showing. Basically when the temperature's on its way up, smaller fish seem to quite like that, have a bit of a feed, and you know, when the temperature's on the drop, you know, like last session, and the big fish seem to have a feed. So you know, it's quite interesting really. Water temperatures come up probably half a degree. But to be honest, it's only a quick session. I've literally just caught a night or two on my way back up from the Brentwood show with Free Spirit. So I'm literally going to pack up this morning. I'm only keeping this one short, but you know, 4 fish in, like, can't be bad. But biggest is this nice little mirror, 20 pound 2 ounce, and I've just got one in the net as well. So I'll show you these and I'll see you next time. Gorgeous January mirror, absolutely stunning. Look at the colours of that. Goes to show the IS rods, the ERs, they haven't dropped a fish on them yet. So excellent. Let's turn around. Absolutely stunning. Birchgrove again. Oh, can't believe it, what a winter. Another nice little double. Bite to bite January, but with the water temperature coming up, it's no surprise they're come up the shelf slightly. I'm catching these probably half a rod out the margins. You know, as last week they were down in the deep water, with the temperature dropping. You know, temperature's coming up. Warmer bands on the, you know, mid-water, surface mid-water, and the fish are starting to creep around the margins a little bit. So you get your tactics right, and yeah, just keep putting the fish on the bank. Nice one.